Hey buddy. Doing the setup thing. Good evening. Give me 1 second here. Doing little technology. Let's see. Checking all the things. Making sure my YouTube's is working. And then seems to be cool. Getting there. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's see. All this computer stuff. It's what you're not supposed to have to deal with as a musician. Oh, my brother Brams is texting me. Trying to get him on the net here. He's over in the holler. I am live now. Well, good evening. Quite a show tonight in that, I mean, I have planned a show tonight a little bit. Usually it's a run and gun affair. Today a little bit more, you won't be able to tell the difference. It is more structured probably, but it helps my mental health a little bit to have an idea of what I'm doing. But good evening, who all's rolling in? The usual crowd shuffles in. My dudes, Bill, Chad, as always. Let's say, man, we had a good snow day here out in the Cove in Nelson County. Probably got 6 inches or so. I don't know how it looks in town there, in the big city. But it's been a fun day of just staying around the house, and went out for a snowy walk in the afternoon. Watched the dog go crazy, eating the snow and running around, and kind of felt the same. Yeah, it's been really nice to have. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Check. Hey, hey. I'm just gonna hit this one button and then cool. We should be recording. But yeah, so start with this warm-up tune here. This guitar is it's a little rattly with the I've tuned it down a full step for this one, so it's kind of like wearing your jeans without a belt, I guess. Well, right now, who knows? It could go a lot of directions, but. You love my name on your lips, you got a tattoo on your wrist, and even if I never see it again, I'll always be under your skin. Made on miss down through time, crossing out letters and writing out lines, and I still feel your body next to mine, even if we don't talk about it. 'Cause I see you in that swimming pool, air so thick and the water so cool, and I was never good at listening to the rules, but I'll be damned, I ain't trying. 'cause I'll be somewhere under that last street light where the road gets dark. And I'll be coming in for you tonight from the outskirts of your heart. Of your heart. I'm idling out on the highway, got a full tank, few hours away, and I hear the singer on the radio say, you know just what I'm here for. Now I'm moving through these skeleton trees, heading south in the memories, and until you're sitting here next to me, I'll be damned if I stop trying, 'cause I'll be somewhere under that last street light where the road gets dark. And I'll be coming in for you tonight from the outskirts of your heart. Will you be standing when the curtain falls? Think you'll be holding on to me? I'll be somewhere under that last street light where the road gets dark. And I'll be coming in for you tonight from the outskirts of your heart. Of your heart. You say you love your name on my lips, you got a tattoo on your wrist. Cool. All right. That one's called Outskirts. That's a newer one. Just fun jam. Wrote on the piano. If I could play piano. Then I moved the key around the guitar so I could sing it. All the little things you do to fake yourself out in order to make things work. How are we doing here? Let's check in with the crew. If you are on YouTube, I need to figure out if you can comment. There's a way to see those on here that I haven't gotten it all together yet, but I'm working on it. Let's see. Yep. Okay. And yes, I love technology. Colin, all right, man. Good to see you again. Chad, forgot drinking bourbon today. Yep. Cheers, my man. I had a good snow day. Just took it easy and drank a ton of coffee and I don't know, puttered around the house and looked at the woods and yeah, no need to go anywhere. It's good for the life to hit the big pause button. It's which is a pause button on top of pause button because we're kind of in that right now, anyways. But hey, sometimes you need a day off from a day off. Cool. Thanks for being back, crew. How do I do this in? We're gonna try some things today. Now that I got your attention, I'm gonna play something that is only half written. Because that's what these things are for sometimes. I'll have to get the song to one part and then I will, in a few weeks, have a little something more to it. But this one's called Surface Tension. It's a sketch I've had for a while. Just I knew the guitar part and the chorus. It took a while. I don't know. Just for the right pieces. I'm still not there, but there's a missing bridge. But hey, I'll stop talking. Let's play some music. There was a darkness and there was light. Watching the meteors streaking through the night. And I heard you whisper something about the continental drift. And I could feel the cicadas and I hear their pitches shift. There's a canyon that stretches out between us, nothing but shadows coming up beneath us. And I'm walking out on there as far as we dare, but the cracks are showing in the pavement. And we got surface tension across the water now. Is it what we wanted? Time is running out. Time is running out. You said you wanted to live out in the forest, need some quiet, some peace in your mind out there. And now what you see, there's nothing left here for us but to strike the glass and slowly disappear. 'Cause we got surface tension across the water now, and it's what we always wanted, but time is running out. Time is running out. We got surface tension across the water now. Is it what we always wanted? But time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. All right, that's hot off the presses. Yeah, we'll see where that one comes from or develops into. All right, gonna do a mix of some jam and some chill stuff tonight. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Emma. Julian, sir. Well, I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, and let's see how this goes. So I think my friend Madeline is out there, and Madeline lived. You might be watching on the YouTubes. I can't see, but from out in Wyoming. But Madeline's my neighbor out here. Who worked at the wildlife sanctuary, taking care of animals, and we became friends. And then she moved out to Wyoming. Plans change, but out in Wyoming, she sent me some lyrics one day. I was like, hey, I had this idea for a song. I don't know, do what you want with it. And I sat on it for a while and played around with it, and I got the chorus right away. And it's fun to work off. I think I'm really, it's hard for me to like let go of my own weird chemistry set here, but it was really fun to have the chorus she sent over immediately clicked. I was like, okay, I hear the melody, hear where it should go. So Madeline doesn't play an instrument much that I know of, and but has a great ear and a good writer. So this is a song she wrote and I did some work on, and if you are listening, hope it's okay. But here we go. It's called Flood and Fire. Water's rising up, got half an hour. Get the kids in the truck and call your mother. The river's in the cornfield, showing off power. There's a rescue boat coming, we won't go. As we boarded up the basement, you haven't looked at me that way in years. But here we are holding back damage, watching nothing like love that's brought by fear. 'Cause we got floods and we got fire. We got a marriage held together with bale and wire. And all you wanted was all I wanted. And the river is only getting higher. 'Cause we got floods and we got fire. Last spring the barn got hit by lightning. In the smoke and flames we pulled the cattle out, waving your arms as the beam was about to blow. Could only make out part of your shout. We got floods and we got fire. We got a marriage hold together with bale and wire. And all you wanted was all I wanted. Now the river is only getting higher. We got floods, we got fire. Now we got kids here of our blood. My fire's mixing with your flood. Well, I love them and I love you. Whatever comes, we'll see it through. 'Cause we got floods and we got fire. We got a marriage held together with bale and wire. And all you wanted was all I wanted. The river is only growing higher. We got floods, we got fire. All right, that's my first co-write with my friend Madeline in many years. She hasn't heard this yet, so if you are listening, I hope you're okay with it. That was fun. It was fun to work on that. All right. Thank y'all. Thanks for hanging. Well, while we're staying out west, I feel I can remember this one. So here's my dumb thought of the day. There's like, what is the Sweatpants line for people, right? We all have a different place. I'm sure that's a fluctuating thing right now, but you know, if you find yourself like in the grocery store, like wearing your full hoodie and sweatpants and masked up and wishing you hadn't had a lot of garlic earlier, and you look over and see someone you know who's looking all sharp and dressed, and you're like, man, I kind of wish I wasn't wearing my like sweatpants with coffee stains on them out. And I don't know, where's the sweatpants line for everyone? Like, do you leave the house without it? Do you is it just everywhere all the time now? I mean, things are getting real loose. Like for me, I try not to wear them out of the house, but that is not a hard maxim. Because I cheat when I do like go to play soccer or something. I'm basically wearing sweatpants, but they just look fancier. But that's what it is. But I have 2 pairs that rotate around here, so I don't know. A lot of time to think about these things. The important questions in life. Yeah. No sweats outside the house. Nope. That's I just feel that there's a lot of slippery slope stuff right now that it's man, it's easy to let it go. That's why Sunday nights are great. I have to take a shower. I'm wearing real pants. I'm wearing real shirt. Playing half real songs to half real people. in the half internet world, that's what we do. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out so far. Cool. I did make a set list, which we're gonna loosely stick to, so hell. Oh. Sweatpants to court. So do they make sweatpants? Like, I mean, this might be a thing now. Like, they make the t-shirts with the fake tuxedo on them, you know? I had multiple of those for bachelor parties and some random shit, but do they make like sweatpants that look fancy? That like, I feel like that's probably a thing now. I don't know. I'm not up on my sweat fashion. There must be a cheat code somewhere in there that it's like, oh, nice slacks, Bill. All right. Slacks. If you say slacks, that puts you in a certain demographic, I feel. Let's do a song, Thinking of Wyoming. Oh, here's a song with Wyoming in it. Let's see if I can remember the words as we get. How's it start? Let's see. Can't remember what key this is. I'm gonna stall on that one while I work out which key that was in. We'll come back. See, I told you I did a lot of prep. Let's do another sad one. Sweatpants cheat code, that's gonna be my next band name. The Tuxedo Sweatpants. Maybe that's the thing. She wore tuxedo sweatpants, I could tell she was here to dance, but I never seen anybody look so fine. I could tell she showered recently. She smelled like Bed Bath & Body Works that I can't afford, because I got that cheap shampoo I stole from the hotel. That might be Irish Spring, but I've been so long since I smelled the thing. And no, nobody takes a shower and wears sweatpants like you. I'll go to the actual song. You'll probably like that one better though. A new suit and the smell of spring, fireworks and silver rings. You made me the happiest in the world. We made house and we made love. We looked up at the stars above. You told me there's nothing you wouldn't do. But then the darkness would start to grow in your shoulder. It just stayed cold, and no one breaks a heart like you. Worry about who paid the rent, but we ain't seen nothing yet, and no one breaks a heart like you. Every man would notice you. Last call you were never through, and I pretend not to care at all. 'Cause you said you love me so. You made plans for this house to grow, but the bright lights, they always drew you in. The right look from the wrong man. You don't need words to understand that no one breaks a heart like you. An emptiness you'll never fill with your wine, with your pills, and no one breaks a heart like you. hear you in the other room on the telephone with someone new, and I'm packing a suitcase for tonight. I know I hear people say you were the one that got away, but they'll never have a clue. Moved away, but nothing's changed. Still thinking about you every day. And no one breaks a heart like you. The wedding picture on the wall, that cracked frame should have said it all. And no one breaks a heart like you. Yeah, no one breaks a heart like you. All right. That one is strangely called No One Breaks a Heart Like You. That's one I wrote on piano too, because I only know things on the white keys. Cool. How we doing? How we doing out there? Everyone having a good snow day, I hope. Or if you're not, this is a big day in Virginia, at least. Central Virginia, where, I don't know. It's been nice. I do miss winter. Lived in Vermont for a couple winters, and that'll change your perspective on snow. I love snow. I love winter, but 8 months of like getting up and shoveling cars out before it's dawn, or have to walk the troughs that are dug on the sidewalk, and going out at, I remember it was an April day, and I got off work, and me and my buddy called me. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna get some beer, let's go hang out down by the lake. And I think it was in late April or May. And we go down to the waterfront, and there's like, girls sunbathing, guys throwing frisbees, people recreating in shorts. And we're like, cool, we're sitting there drinking beers, looking out at the lake, and the lake's frozen over. There's marmots running all around underneath us. And I was like, oh, it's not that warm yet. We're still sitting on a frozen lake watching furry hat materials run around underneath us. It's all perspective. Play the Aristocrat song. I think you're going to want to look up Mr. Gilbert Gottfried for his rendition of that song. I don't know it to musical form. Oh, there's some fashion notes. Cool. It's called Athleisure now. Huh. Okay. Learning things. Thanks for the fancy sweatpants tips. Bad jokes and sad songs. Stick around for the apathy. Okay. Let's see. Got me a little cheat sheet here now, because the brain pan is getting pretty full these days with nothing. I'll do this in 3, 4. Okay. American radio. Yeah, Josh. Chad, I like your style. Pretending it didn't snow, but now you're having a little whiskey. American radio. Yeah. Let me do this cover, and then I'll do your requests. I take any requests. I will do them if I can, and if I can't, I will try them really poorly next week for you. I'll take note. So this is a song my parents used to do a lot, and I remember them sitting around singing it. And it's a Nancy Griffith song that I've loved for a long time, but never played. So see if I can remember how this goes. Okay, it's called Trouble in the Fields. Get my microphone right. There we go. Baby, I know we've got trouble in the fields. When the bankers swarm like locusts, they're turning away our yield. Trains roll by our silos, silver in the rain. Leave our pockets full of nothing but the dreams of golden grain. You've seen the folks in line downtown at the station. They're all buying their tickets out and talking the Great Depression. My parents had their hard times 50 years ago, when they stood out in these empty fields in dust as deep as snow. And all this trouble in these fields, if this dust can fall and rain can fall, these wounds can heal. They'll never take our name soil. And if we sell a new John Deere, we work this field with sweat and tears. You be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. There's a book up on the shelf about those Dust Bowl days. A little bit of you and a little bit of me in the pink corners of every page. Now our children live in the city and rest upon our shoulders. They never want the rain to fall or the weather to get colder. And all this trouble in our fields, if this rain can fall, these wounds can heal. They'll never take on any soil. But if we sell that new John Deere, if we work these fields with sweat and tears, you be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. And you be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. Hit the landing one wheel at a time. But yeah, love Nancy Griffith. Something about her voice is very nice and calming these days. Okay. Yep, no, not taking requests for Wonderwall tonight. I will do American Radio for you next, Josh. What is the name? I'm glad we're all hanging. I'm glad you're all... Time goes fast hanging out with you all. But no, it's just been in hibernating bear mode and being okay with the turning down of higher frequencies and commitments and planning. And I think I used to really... I enjoy planning and logistics and like making things happen. I realized because it was my way of carving out time that I knew would be mine. And now that things are really fluid and I have a lot more time than I've ever had on my hands, I haven't been as motivated to plan things and worry about things. We'll see come spring as we all thaw and crawl out of our caves and look for human contact of any sort. Yeah, but it's just been cold. Man. Here's a summer song about kids, beer, and rock and roll. 27 dollars in my pocket, fresh paint on the back of my hand. You got cut early, I'll pick you up as soon as I can. Full-load of paperback novels you left scattered across the dash. Nothing tonight but you and I. Gasoline and gravel, listening to American radio. Every mile of the open road, listen to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. On the radio. The east side of this river, we knew every rock and every turn. Getting stoned in the hills all afternoon with no concern. From the backseat of my Buick, oh, the stars up in the national forest. Nothing tonight but skin on skin and everything before us. Listen to American radio. Every mile of the open road, listen to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. How I miss the driving around with you, the smell of spring and your perfume, and all those things we thought we knew are never coming true. Listen to American radio. Every mile of the open road, listen to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. On the radio. On the radio. All right. Rock and roll. Cool. Oh, man. I feel like the next, I hope everyone's wiring and circuitry is doing all right. I don't know. It feels like everything's getting a little frazzled. Everyone's feeling a little pinched. I know I have. I know I've talked to friends who have, and I don't know. We just gotta kind of keep together for the next, well, a little while, at least the next couple months, until we can get outdoors more. Just get outdoors if you can, man. It's really great for you. No matter the weather, no matter the conditions. But yeah, if we can make it through February, which I think will be it's gonna be a tough winter, no matter how you slice it. So keep reaching out to your friends, no matter what. Even if they say they're doing great, even if you're the one who said you're doing great, you know you're not all the time. No one's doing perfect all the time. Yep, telling your friends you care about them. It may feel weird at first, but you'll be glad you did. We all need friends. Thanks for all the nice things. Okay, what is next on the list here? Let's see. I think I remember this one. This is the song I couldn't remember earlier. It's called, I don't know, I keep changing the name of it. I think I'm calling it Western Heart for tonight. Hit Wyoming by midnight. Gonna press on till daylight. But these trucks out on the highway never slowing down. A motel room in Colorado, 17 stories out the window. I kiss you underneath the streetlight, never letting go. With an Eastern love, love and a Western heart. The great big sky keeps us apart, and all these miles in the dark. An Eastern love and a Western heart. Tried listening to the tape you sent me, but this house is quiet and empty, and I just hear the songs and you singing along, and I turn the damn thing off. And with an Eastern love and a Western heart, a great big sky keeps us apart, and all these miles in the dark. An Eastern love and a Western heart. My work don't feel it at all, and I hear you on the phone call. I'm saving everything so I can fly away and see you in that desert sun. And with an Eastern love and a Western heart, a great big sky keeps us apart, and all these miles in the dark. An Eastern love and a Western heart. An Eastern love and a Western heart. Man, you don't play a song for a couple months and get to a chorus and forget which chord it starts on. That's why I don't charge for this shit. That's why it's free. We can all have the same experience. Yeah, a lot of friends are putting out music still, and people have asked me, and I think the best for those who are doing live streams with donations, donate if you can. I do when I can to artists I really appreciate. Buy physical albums, buy a record, buy a t-shirt. People's merch stores are still kicking. I've got friends with albums coming out soon this spring, and some that have come out recently, and I highly recommend. It's a great way to do it. If you don't own a record player, now's not just to be an audio snob, but it's nice to have a record player. It is, and it's fun to like go buy your favorite album again. It's I don't know, it's a different experience for me. It helps to break up the times where it kind of feels I don't know, like time can be endless, and then a record, every 22 minutes you got to flip it over. You got to make a choice, pick something else to listen to. So yeah, I don't get out much. I don't know. It's weird talking, having one-sided conversations like this. It still is. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging. This is always such a treat, and it's wonderful to look at all the nice things and ridiculous things that people say here, and you never know who shows up. So it's a good way to connect these days, as odd as it is for all of us, to sit in front of our computers again when, like, you know, we're all trying to do probably less screen time when we can. But I'm going to watch at 9 o'clock tonight. Joe Pug's one of my favorite singer-songwriters. He does Sundays at 9. And, you know, there's these little things that are fun to work into your life to break up the monotony or the chaos, however it is for you. So, yep, glad to keep yammering. See, the more I talk, the less songs I need to play. It's a whole strategy. When you're playing a show with a full band, you can just be like, yo, take a solo for a while. Go for it. Stretch it out. Let's turn this 5-minute song to an 8-minute song. But there's like, this is great. I really love this, but I think I just miss making noise with people without, there's something about being, whatever the context, just sitting in a circle playing guitars or in someone's basement making noise, that when you have that give and take of creative energy and ideas, it's strong and motivating. That, I don't know, doing this in your own house for a while, you know, can write songs around chords, and it's great. It keeps me moving. But yeah, I really do miss that. Of all the things that people are dealing with right now, it seems very minimal. But I am looking forward to warmer weather, jamming on some porches, see where that goes. How is it even? Moving along, God, it's great. I love hanging with y'all. I'll play an old, well, let's see. Mix this up. Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of songs that had water, or, I say that word kind of funny sometimes. Water? Winter or weather. I have a fair amount of this, but here's one I've played a few times here, but never actually done anything with recording wise. I don't know if I ever will, but I ain't been around that long now, longer than some and shorter than many. I've had my joy, I've had my heartache, and take my lessons and learn them plenty. I'll keep moving down this river, through the rocks and in the rain. If you're lucky enough to find someone who sees you and takes this mad world and makes it sane. Till then I'll chop wood and I'll carry water, keep the hands busy, the heart it'll follow. And every day's just starting over when you chop wood and you carry water. Hold her tight, hold your tongue tighter. Lasting love's the plan's passing anger. If you kiss her in the morning, it makes her lovely. Good thing to know, and it makes her lovely. Till then, just chop wood and carry water. Keep the hands busy, the heart it'll follow. And every day is just starting over when you chop wood and you carry water. Oh man, I never saw that train a-coming round the bend. Now I'm sitting on those railroad ties. How will I find myself again? I'll just chop wood and I'll carry water. Keep the hands busy, the heart it'll follow. And Chop wood and carry water. Good mantra as ever. It's about as bluegrass as it gets tonight. How are we doing on time? Time for a couple more? Cool. Oh, Winter Long by Crazy Horse. Thanks, Chad. That's a good recommendation. I will throw that in there. Josh, I love you, but I'm not gonna play that Wheeler Walker song tonight. Maybe we'll do a Wheeler hour so that people will know what they're getting into. But sometimes I have some young cousins watching on here, and yeah, trying to keep this as above board as possible for tonight. We'll have a day. We'll have a day of that. All right, let's try. That's about right. Tree full of vultures sitting out by the road. The hunters through the entrails in the ditch, I suppose. I'm putting a poke. Yeah, I'm putting a pine. Coyote howling way out on the ridge. Hunter still ain't gotten to me, but he ain't got here yet. Ah, don't you know? That wind is gonna blow. So let go of me now before it takes a hold. That's why I'm rolling the stone. You hear that hand come knocking? Well, I won't be around. I'll be catching that next bus from this damn town. Don't call me, I ain't the one. So let go of me now before it takes a hold. That's why I'm rolling the stone. I'm rolling thank y'all. That is one called Rolling Stone, and that's a fun one. It's fun. I like playing that. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. Yeah, I'm here every Sunday. The electricity stayed on during this storm, which was a minor miracle out here in the country. Got buckets full of water in the bathtub, ready to go. But really appreciate y'all coming back, and those of you who have been here week after week, or those who just showed up for the first time. It don't matter if you come in for one song or stay for the hour. It's really great to connect. It's great to have some sort of digital community, as it were. These are things that I never, ever would have thought I'd be doing a year ago. I'm sure many of us have said that about things. But yeah, it just feels good to throw music out into the ether, as always. And really appreciate y'all. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hang. And man, I'm pumped for next week. I'll work up some more stuff. And yeah, if you want to hear anything in particular, I will give it a shot. Feel free to throw it in. And I got an intruder. Hey, bud, come here. Gus wants to sign off. Come here. This guy's been whining outside the door. So, well, let's see. Wave to the people. Well, yep. Oh, getting sloppy. My producer wore his best sweater for the show. So, say hello to my producer, Gus. He keeps a really, really tight leash on things here for the record. He gives me a lot of notes, and I pay him in treats, so we have a really good business arrangement. But anyways, thank y'all for hanging out, and Gus and I will see you next week. Anything you want to say to people? Likes the silent treatment. All right, thanks y'all.